Who cares? Nobody. Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. With me, as always, Jason.
Hey.
Thank you. Good intro.
Yeah.
And special guest. We haven't seen you since the beginning of COVID. I think do you remember what episode number you were? I think
it was
number 7 or 8.
Yeah, it was in the smalls.
It was in the lows. Like you had one of the first spin wheels, but it's Kate Greathouse.
Kate Greathouse.
Hey.
Yeah. Thanks for saying it again because I said it wrong.
No, I was just doing I don't know, maybe it was a fucking Pokemon today.
An echo effect.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun.
Echo. No, thanks for being here, making the trek. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I think the last time I actually saw you in person was at that Buzz Brews mic or something.
Yeah, it was like a hot second ago.
Yeah. Well, I think it was more like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah,
so
I know. And we haven't gone that long in quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute. But thanks for coming back. How long have you been doing comedy?
I just passed my 3-year mark in April.
3 years. And how do you feel about it?
I like it. I took kind of a big break from last winter to kind of up to now.
You mean COVID?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, that's when I got COVID. Yeah. But no, I took a big break through December just to deal with the holidays and all of that because Zach's family is huge. So there was so much holiday stuff to go on. I was working all the time, and I was like, maybe I don't need to do a ton of comedy this month.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID, and then that took a long time to kind of clear up. So that brought me into February of just being tired all the time. And then, it turns out if you don't do comedy for a bunch of months, you're not very good at it when you start doing it again.
I disagree because, I don't know.
I know. I didn't
Also,
write.
not doing comedy for a few months sometimes feels really fucking good.
It started feeling really good, and then now I'm to the point where I'm like, I got to get back out there.
Like it might be fun again. Right?
Yeah,
But I've been doing my variety show the whole time. That's been a monthly thing.
That's still comedy though.
Yeah.
I mean, I took time off, especially with the surgery, and before that, I've taken time off. But after a while, I start to feel like I'm in trouble. Like I'm playing hooky from work. Like I should be out there, and I do miss it. It rekindles the addiction. Like last weekend was the first. Longer sets I've done since the surgery, so in 2 months, and I did 2 30-minute sets, and I felt like a part of me that was kind of dead and getting depressed is finally back alive.
See, I'm still waiting for that spark for myself.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of new bits, and half of my set was all new stuff that I just kind of riffed and just wrote right before I went up, and I thought it went pretty well.
Well, you got a fresh look on life, and you need to have a fresh gig, fresh act. You know, why not?
A fresh gig?
Fresh gig.
Fresh act?
A fresh
routine?
Yeah.
Yeah, a fresh little skit.
Some new shtick. Yeah.
Some fresh skits.
Yeah, you should put your hospital story in your little skits.
Yeah, in my little routine there on fucking dancing the jig.
I always think about that like it's a tap dance.
Yeah, they're like, you can use that in your routine. And they always do this with their hand like they're throwing you some trash. Like, hey, throw this away for
take
me.
This. Here, have this garbage joke for your little skit.
Here's some rubbish for your bum.
What about when they're like, you still telling jokes and stuff?
Yeah. You still doing the whole
stand-up
comedy
routine?
thing? I'm like, you
the
mean
comedy thing.
Stand-up comedy? Yeah. I still...
Oh, you mean the art form?
Oh, yeah, you mean the art that I'm performing with and devoting my life to because I'm doing it with myself instead of having kids living in the town I went to high school in?
Yeah,
I'm still doing that.
Why is art so widely accepted everywhere else except in this form?
Because it's the truest form and they can't handle it.
It's a wildly successful genre that has very much shaped culture.
That is.
I don't think anyone's not accepting it.
No, as far as if you haven't already made it, you get a lot of hate from people that are while you're doing not being famous work.
I call that success fuel.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean spite?
Yeah, spite. Mm-hmm. That's I'm spiter man.
Why not?
That's I love to prove people wrong. So I love when someone's like, "You're never gonna make it." I'm like, "Thank you."
Eat that.
Let me drink your tears. Let me taste the salt.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone I've ever met in comedy has been so nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's super nice as they're telling you to fuck off and your tape sucks and you can't perform at this club.
Yeah.
I think art in general, whether you paint or do stand up or as a musician, there's you hardly ever find anyone that's on that level where they're able to pay their bills and get by and squeak through. It's you're either broke and not making it or you have more than enough.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to do the craft the right way to produce it. You know?
But everybody has a different timeline. I've seen people come in 2 or 3 years after I started and they passed me up.
Yeah.
And then there's people that were doing it years before I started that I passed up. So it's everything in between.
There's almost not many people that have been doing it longer. The longer you get doing
No,
it.
no, there's plenty of people doing it longer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long are you at now?
A little over 7 years. I think, right? 2015. Yeah. Yeah. I started like in March or so of 2015.
Oh, I started in April.
And, we're spring babies. I don't know. But
Comedy babies.
Yeah. Comedy. And like still when I tell a headliner that's been doing it for like 30 years, I'm 7 years in, they treat me like I'm a baby in comedy. And I've learned a lot, but still, 30 years, of course. That's
Like, you're
Yeah,
still
I,
a
mean,
kid.
half
I
times,
always
yeah.
feel like I defer to anybody with more experience. Even if it's not advice that I use, I want it.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about doing comedy, you've never done it, just remember, comedy's gay.
Yeah,
So-
probably don't.
Listen, I
Yeah.
did it one time in a bar under a fake name, and now it's my whole life. So
That's how I did my first gay thing.
That's a lot of firsts start.
Yeah. But no, it's gay. But like, it's gay in a good way sometimes. And gay in a bad way
Who
sometimes.
differentiates
I don't think
that?
there's a bad way of gay, personally.
Okay, well, she has no perception of life, so that's fine. There's a bad side of everything.
Everything does have the upside down.
Like, do you like cake?
I love cake.
I'm the bad side of cake. I'm diabetic now.
Oh.
So there you go.
No.
There goes.
I literally had a heart attack because of cake.
Well,
prefer
you
pie.
can have. You know what? I make a better cake than I do pie, but I prefer a good pie over a good cake. I
Goddamn
make.
right.
I'm not good at pastry
I
crust.
prefer them both, to be
Well,
honest with you. And
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
You bet your ass.
I did bet my ass, and I lost.
Hey,
And
we
now
got
I
half
have
of
no
it
ass.
so far.
Yeah, I still got some of my ass. Actually, I don't have any, but HHA, Anyways, we covered that in the last episode. About tomorrow.
Enough to just cover. Enough genes to cover it.
It's if I sit down, my pants will stay up. Yeah, it's weird because I wear like for a fat man, I wear like a 38, in some jeans like a 36.
That's a fat size still.
It's a thicker size.
It's the huskier
when
size
you get to
of
40,
anything.
that's all fat. There's no guy that can hide it like me wearing a 40.
Yeah.
All right, but like I can even squeeze it to like a 36, sometimes a 34
If they're real stretchy.
because I have no ass. Yeah, they got to be stretchy.
You got
Real
that. You got that
stretchy.
despicable me bod.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
that guy's name?
The guy from Despicable Me.
Groot?
No, I don't know.
Whatever the hell
Groot
it was.
is Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think it's
Groot with
McGruff
a-
the crime dog.
McGruff. Okay. Anyways, got some questions for us, Jason?
Sure.
Let's move on.
If you had to be one of them, obviously none. Peed on, shit on, or puked on?
Peed on.
Puked on.
You take puke?
I'd take puke.
I can't. No.
No, the smell of pee grosses me out too much.
All of that grosses me
Well,
out.
yeah,
but,
it's all gross. It's all bad. I would rather be puked on than anything else.
But if I get pissed on, I can just pretend I got stung by a jellyfish. And plus, I've been
that doesn't
pissed on,
actually
so.
work for jellyfish, though. That's like an urban myth.
I've been pissed on. So, I mean, it's just another day at the
brave.
office.
Whatever,
What would you pick?
I was thinking I would rather do peed on, but now that you guys bring it up, I mean, actually being puked on is probably the least chance of getting I don't know.
It's too chunky. Pukes is chunky.
I puke a lot.
Like salsa.
Like, I'm a puker. I puke a lot.
Oh, me too. I could puke right now.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. I seriously, I could. Jason knows I could puke at any
I
moment.
think I would just go with peed on. I think that's just the easiest one.
It's easy. You
It's
rinse it
easy.
out. You
It's
can even
done.
wash it out of
I've
your
had to clean
clothes.
my
Yeah.
own puke out of my sink, and I feel like another person's puke wouldn't bother me that much.
See, my own puke is gross enough. Someone else's puke, I'm gonna puke again. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Peed on. Plus, okay,
You might puke as you're getting peed on, but
Yeah, yeah. 'cause then you got, like, would you rather? Okay, all right. So you're gonna puke no matter what.
could
You're
stand
cleaning
it.
up puke.
I can stand getting pissed on without puking, and I can prove it. Like, since you're a woman, I'll ask you: when a girl squirts, is that pee?
I don't know.
it is.
He says it is. You don't know.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not a
Totally.
scientist. I don't know. But I do know one thing from the data I've collected. I do know that it does taste like pee.
It's probably pee then.
And I didn't throw up that time. So,
All right. Then have
You
fun with
should
your piss.
you should do an experiment where you get somebody who knows how to
Just
squirt
quaff
and
a whole
give them
pint
a
of piss.
lot of asparagus that evening, and you know the smell of
that's
piss asparagus.
spiking the data right there.
No,
That's-
because if that's the smell that comes out,
No, but it's like
That's
asparagus
pee.
smell. It's like garlic. It'll get
Do-
in your like mucus membranes.
do I look like I fuck women who eat a lot of vegetables? That's not a risk I have to take.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. All right, how about this one? Would you rather pay for sex or be paid for sex?
I would rather pay for sex. You always take care of who takes care of you. You know what I mean? Classy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I say that because before y'all answer, if someone's paying me for sex, you imagine what the person that looks like that has to pay me for sex looks like.
True. And
I'd rather pay for sex.
and that makes you the prostitute.
I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
I'll pay. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think I'd rather be paid.
You'd rather be paid for
Yeah,
it?
I mean, because then it's like I get to have sex and I get money.
Well, money's not real, just like COVID. It's all
Yeah.
fake. So,
I mean, I've never seen any money, so valid.
and you never saw COVID. You know?
I did have COVID.
That was not COVID.
I did, and it hurt a lot.
That was a hard flu.
It
That's what
was
you had.
it was the different one.
I'll save it for the workshop
I
because
was
I
so
kind of have a
sick.
joke about that. But anyways,
was so
COVID's
sick.
not real. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Go to Kohl's and tell me COVID's real.
I already got edited out of one podcast that I did a few months ago because I said too much about COVID. So you know what? I want to stay on camera for this one.
Well, that's fine. Nobody listens to our podcast. So
I
hi,
do.
Mom.
I do.
Hey, Joe. What's up, Joe? Oh, Daniel
The
and
handful of people.
my
Yeah.
I
neighbor.
work from home now. Sometimes I put it on the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
Yep,
On the
on
YouTube.
the YouTube.
I call it the YouTube.
The oldest 29-year-old I've ever met.
Yeah.
Not yet. End of the
Almost.
week.
Oh, okay. Cool. Sweet. I'm glad you're
Please,
not in your
God.
30s yet. So.
Me too. I'm scared.
How about would you always...
My
would
back
you,
already hurts.
Would you rather always make out for 3 hours or always have sex for less than 7 minutes?
Say that again? I'm confused.
Make
'cause I'm
out for
suing.
3 hours always or have sex for less than 7 minutes always?
I'll take the sex part just because
Yeah, like
making out, like, wait, hold on. Can I ask for an amendment? Can the making out also be with their vagina?
No, it's just, I mean, it's making
Still
out.
lips on lips.
You put up a good argument. I mean, here I think it results to the same place where I'm going to say why I would rather not choose that is because either way you're getting a chafed face, a chapped and chafed face,
And
for
they're getting
3
chafed
hours.
up by this. You see these broom bristles? Like, I can't use a regular razor. It feels like it's ripping these thick boys out of my mouth.
Yeah.
or
yeah,
out of
3
my
hours
lip.
is a long time.
That's a long.
That's a lot of
3
making out.
hours.
I got shit to
Have
like.
you-
I would make out with somebody for 3 hours if like the vibe was right, but always no.
Were you like really young, like teenagers, and just into your 20s, and you had those like first loves, and you fucking like would just constantly just make out?
I don't
and
think
shit?
3. I don't think 3 hours. I think like an hour and a half, and then I'd shoot in my pants and take her home.
I thought I might be able to handle it first because it felt like 3 hours, but yeah, now in hindsight, looking at it, it was like probably like only 15 minutes till their parents came home or something
Yeah.
like that, you know. And no, 7 minutes for sure. We're good.
Which I mean,
That's already adding two to my record,
ju-
so we're good. You know, I'll take.
I knew that was coming. Just like she said.
Yeah.
But yeah, surprising from like looking at my body, I usually go longer than 7 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
But I'll cut it down just to not have chafed lips.
Yeah.
Just a cool 8.5.
But I mean, if you include eating pussy in there, then I'll take the 3 hours
Hey,
because
7's good too. You
I don't
have to
get
bump it
full.
up.
My jaw just gets tired. Ladies,
How about this? Would you rather
Sorry.
bite a bum's toenails off or wipe your face with a bum's used Kleenex?
ugh.
I don't like foot stuff.
I'm not into foot shit.
Yeah. It's so
Toenails.
funny because like half of the scripts I write end up like with a foot fetish joke in them. It's not my thing. I just think it's funny.
Maybe subconsciously you're walking all over yourself.
I feel like I've done enough like self exploration that I know I'm not into feet. I just think it's really funny when people are like, I'm
Hold
not trying
on.
to kink shame.
Self-exploration. How did you self-explore your feet?
I don't know, you watch some foot porn, you touch your foot, you see if anything happens, and
I think you masturbated wrong. You're supposed to touch your genitals, not your feet.
okay, it's just feet are
I'm
just not doing
I'm
it
never
for
like,
me.
oh, I'm so horny. Oh, that's hot. This does nothing.
Yeah,
This
it
does
did
nothing.
nothing to me
Touching
either.
the shoe a little bit because I'm into shoes, but not feet.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I just think you masturbated wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the clit right there, right?
I'm not normally into feet, but
If you have a webbed toe, then you can really get off.
Oh,
I'm not normally into feet, but I ended up seeing like I was in line somewhere the other day, and like this lady had some open-toed shoes, and like I don't know, man, something about her little toes looked
Jason's
like.
not allowed back at the dollar store.
Yeah, her toes were like just skinny and little and perfect, and I was just like, wow, they were like she has pretty good looking toes right there. Look at that, but I still wouldn't have sucked them. I wouldn't have sucked them.
well,
Not at all?
I'm regretting
No.
the footwear.
What if like say in a world like you're
She's just
single?
wearing open-toed shoes, dude. She
And-
had like fucking rocks.
Oh,
and
now
dirt
you're gonna
and shit.
sexualize her? Oh, just because her toes are out, that means that she wants you to suck on them?
I also saw like the darkness of the foot that she'd been wearing those shoes probably for like a year. Just
Ugh.
wore in the spot of the
They
feet.
were old sandals, so old you can call them chanclas.
Yeah.
When I think of a chancla, I think of a dirty foot, like a
Yeah.
dirty shoe that like you can see the outline of the foot when they take it off.
Oh, yeah.
like where it's like dirt
That's what I'm
in the
talking
middle.
about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So what? Like, say if you were single and you're getting on with this lady, and she's like, "Suck on my toes." and you're already turned on. You're
Like,
already halfway there.
Shit, you suck on mine.
It's been very
first.
sexual so far of a
Let's
conversation.
69 toe suck. Let's do that.
I was gonna say, y'all. Have you ever sucked each other's toes? Have
At the same
y'all ever
time?
done that? Have you ever sucked a toe?
No,
the toe
Not
version
enough.
of 69.
probably at some point, honestly.
I did it once in high school because a chick asked me to, and that's how I know I'm not into that.
Yeah, no, I've tried it before. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
yeah.
I never understood they make fun of it and Don't Be a Menace where he's putting hot sauce and barbecue sauce on it. And I'm like,
truth be told, that might make most of the toes.
it might make it
I've
better, but
encountered
I'm like, you're wasting it. Like, could just make some wings, dude.
yeah. Well, it's Tabasco too, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, fuck Tabasco.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
got
I
that,
love Tabasco.
if you got that Louisiana hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Louisiana Crystal, good knockoff.
No, they make a smoked
Texas
tapatio
Pete.
that is so good on
A
oysters.
smoked tapatio.
Yeah.
You know, there's a siracha shortage right now.
Oh. Oh no! What will we do with our slightly overpriced, overused sauce?
You know, we survived through Avocado Gate when there was a shortage on that. We're back to regular.
Yeah,
So
and I
Yeah.
still have had no avocados.
good.
I've had a little guacamole. Oh, we didn't answer yet.
I am only finding raw avocados.
raw avocados. Yeah, well, they're too hard.
Yeah, not raw. I guess they're always raw.
Raw avocados.
Yeah.
So wipe your face with a bum's used Kleenex. Like wipe it across your face.
Yeah, like use
Or
it as a
bite off
Kleenex
some-
to wipe your tears or mouth or nose with his used one right after him.
I feel like if I bite his foot, I'm gonna get a fungal infection in my mouth, and the worst I'm gonna get from this is just like a bad cold.
A cold or COVID or who knows.
Or AIDS.
Well, I think I'm still in my immunity window for COVID.
Herpes.
Oh,
So.
so you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Kleenex away, right?
We're all immune to COVID at this point. All right, the government took it away like they did AIDS and
Yeah, I
graft.
feel like I take my chances with the Kleenex, man. I'm not biting nobody's fucking toenails, dude.
You know what? I think the worst part of biting the toes off a bum is the grit.
Yeah.
The paste that's under there like a fucking ceviche.
Yeah, like when you get a bad sunflower seed and there's just
Yes.
no way to get that taste out of your
Well,
mouth.
what about also too? They probably
Or
have
a
some
shrimp that hasn't been deveined. You get a little poop
They,
smear.
they have some foot fungus, and so like the foot could be like swollen and puffy, like if when you get wood wet, like Formica.
What a delightful podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all coming and going. You knew me before
been
this.
here
It's
before.
fine.
Come on, act like.
But if you're offended, let me know
I mean, I'm not offended. I'm just
so
grossed
I can
out.
double down. Yeah.
How about this? Sleep with a former friend's ex or hook up with your enemy's crush?
You said that really fast, and I'm stupid.
Sleep with a former friend's ex
Uh huh.
or hook up with your enemy's crush?
Man, both of them.
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, both of them, dude.
Either, yeah.
Fucking both those people are cut out
I'm
anyway.
not,
right?
Yeah.
okay, I'm not talking to my former friends anymore, and I'm not talking to my enemies ever. So, like, who cares?
I'll stop talking to a
It's
friend
none of their
for some
fucking
pussy.
business.
Yeah, hey, fuck it. You're just a sellout.
Yeah, I'll sell my friends out, dude. I don't give a fuck. They've sold me out. So
What goes around comes around.
Depending on the friend, like no.
Well,
I
obviously.
offered you a spot on my show not 15 minutes ago.
I know.
Selling you out.
Well, okay. Yeah, for next year.
It feels like
So.
she's trying to lock you down in a
September.
commitment here on recording.
I died by the time I was 40. I don't know if I'll make September. Okay,
You'll make September.
I'll be gone till September. I'll be gone. I don't know. I love that song.
Isn't it
Any-
November?
Felt appropriate. It is gone till November. but
Gone till
that's
November.
fine.
Whatever.
Okay, so
Same
September
thing.
you're free.
Oh yeah, I'm free. So, enemies crush or former friend's ex.
Yep.
Man, enemies crush because you can get that spite fuck.
But that makes
But
somebody
also-
wanting to come after you. A former
either
friend's
way.
ex could be like, "Oh, you motherfucker," but I expect
Yeah.
you to because we're not friends anymore.
Well,
you
either way.
bitch.
Well, I mean, I would expect to be like, yeah, you're my enemy. Of course, you fuck the girl I like. You're an enemy.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
former friend might be like, hey man, what the fuck? Would be like, we ain't friends no more, bitch.
I think there's an easier way out on that one without getting gunned down or in a fight.
Gunned down.
Never know, man.
I'd rather be gunned down.
Who are you friends
Just
with?
get it over with.
People that gun people
In a
down,
fight.
I guess.
Yeah, who are you friends with? Were you a hitman in another life?
You know, I can't answer
Jason was an
that.
operative.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was in some kind of ring where they fuck each other's exes and kill each other.
I mean, that's how you got to each other.
What would you pick?
Oh, I'm good with either.
All right.
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, like either or, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if I had to pick one.
I feel like I don't have that many enemies.
Okay, well, that's a little naive there, Kate.
Oh, no.
I feel like I have tons of enemies, more enemies than friends. That's for sure.
I'll
Oh, I
admit I
definitely
know
have
that
more
I
friends
have
than
enemies
enemies.
for sure.
Oh,
I have
I'm a
enemies.
very. People either love me or hate me, and it's usually the latter.
There's no in between.
I
feel
just learned how to use that
here's
phrase,
The,
by the
here's
way.
the thing, though, is that
The
like
latter.
The latter.
enemies, that feels like a mutual thing. Like we are enemies to each other, you know. And I just there's nobody in my life that I feel that like kind of animosity towards.
Really, I feel like I'm enemies towards my friends.
You work at a regular job too, with around people and stuff.
Not anymore. I work from home now, bitch.
Oh, see, I think you have a lot of enemies. They sent you home.
No, I begged. I begged. I just wanted to hang out with my
like-
dog all day, and now I do.
My cat is my enemy.
You know, everybody you did work with is talking shit about you while you're at home.
I never interacted with anyone at my job.
Exactly.
I work
That
in a
bitch never said shit. Good. Glad
Nobody
she's
ever
fucking
said shit.
gone.
It was such a quiet office. It was a very nice office, but they had a big noisy warehouse next door, and I just was like, I'm so done with this. And so I went home forever.
I bet they ain't so quiet now that you're out of the way.
Oh, you know what? That's fine. If they're having a better time, good on them.
Eating cake. Yeah, I think I'll go with the enemy.
I hate office cake.
Yeah.
I do the former friends X just to avoid any major confrontation. And
Yeah.
easier target. I probably know the X. I know the way in too. So
Well, I've already done that one, so I'm trying to go for the one I haven't done yet.
yeah, I got you. That's fair. I got one more.
Do it.
Would you rather run away from a bomb knowing that you'll never get away fast enough to survive? Just run away. Or stick your genitalia in a turbine if you knew it would stop the bomb and save multiple lives.
Oh, I'd save all the lives.
So stick your titties and your B's and your T's and your V's and your B's.
Your V's.
All
How
of
many
it.
V's do you
the
think
B's
she
and the
has?
V's and the T's.
You're married and a grown man.
Yeah, if I had the chance to save a life, like who cares about my B's and my T's and my V's?
Okay, all right.
I would do it for one life.
Wait,
That's nice.
what's the difference
B's
in your
the T's
B's and your T's?
I
I
feel
don't
like that
know.
might be the episode name already.
Your B's, T's, and
well,
V's.
well, the B's the butthole.
Your B is the butthole.
Yeah.
I was thinking butt cheeks because he said B's.
Yeah, okay,
B's.
there we go.
But
So
unless you're
butt
talking about,
cheeks.
okay, I get it.
The booty.
The booty.
How do you stick your,
Your
butthole
B's
in
and
a
your
turbine?
P's and your
How do you
T's
check,
and
how do
your
you put a
V's.
vagina in a turbine? This was the question
Well,
for a man.
It depends on the lips.
You have to scissors it.
Depends on the clit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find a way.
Yeah, I mean,
Life,
some people got
finds
some
a way.
really hangily do roast beef jobbers
Some
there. So,
some
you can give it a
bologna
little-
curtains
give it a
could
little
definitely
trim,
just
you know.
flop right
I know,
in
that's
there.
gross. But then there's
Vaguely
T's.
sexist.
T's, we know what T's are. P, B, V.
P,
work its
B, and
way
J.
in. Yeah, fuck it.
What would you pick? Are you saving lives or are you trying to save yours?
I mean, you're going to die either way, so have a whole bunch of pain before it, but you know people, you'll be a hero, or just run away and die and everyone else dies. I mean, fuck it, take the hero, man. Be
Yeah.
a hero.
Yeah.
It just sucks, but you're going to die anyway.
How
so-
many? Yeah, but you could bleed out and die painfully for a long time.
But you saved all those
You know
How
what
many
happens to the
people?
inside of your like body when a
lot.
bomb hits?
What?
Like you don't die instantly from a bomb every time either. Like you're gonna be bleeding out probably either way.
Yeah, but I can spitefully look at everybody dying and be like,
Like, someone get him some help and be like, fuck you.
This is
how many lives? Like, give me a number, or just you said a lot.
Well,
A lot of
what's
people.
the
20,
nu-
30, 40 people, 100 people.
100 people, nah, fuck
1,000
that.
people?
Thousands of people, I'd consider it.
Because that gets on the map of being, like, nationally renowned, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
he saved 30 people. Yeah, this guy saved 2,000. So tell Dickless.
And
that-
he lived after he had his fucking genitalia chopped off, too.
And see,
Crazy.
for me, it's like not even like what the news would say. It's just like it's literally just the only correct answer is to save lives. In that,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And plus,
We're doing the right thing here is what you're talking about.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I think having your genitalia chopped off, though, I will say I don't want to survive that.
this was like a would you rather game. I would rather do the right thing.
Well, it's exactly the would you rather game.
It is. I mean, because also they would likely mention that in a story about you. They'd be like, the only thing he could do was put his genitalia, his or her, or they,
Yeah.
their genitalia.
Also, what
Okay,
kind of
yeah, no. Yeah, what bomb is this?
What? Who
I mean,
built this dirty dick bomb?
even if my V got completely just like obliterated, and my B's and my T's just full
of it, in constellation
obliteration,
with
just
it,
like
yeah.
full like napalm,
Yeah.
just off.
Like-
I would go down in history as having like the V that saved 1,000 people, and like that's pretty dope.
She pussy saved us.
It's true. It's true.
A heroic puss.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
That's
who
hero
holds
pussy right
that
there.
record otherwise? I would say, like, the Virgin Mary, but she actually did not give vaginal birth,
Where's-
according to the story.
Oh, did it
She
just-
didn't? Did she give a C-section?
He was...
Or did he just Bluetooth out like he
No,
Bluetoothed in?
they went into the stable, and then the child appeared, and there was just like...
How is that not? Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
I lost my
Yeah.
phone's inside.
You should.
God damn it.
It's recorded.
Oh, even better. Yeah, I forgot. I'm stupid. But it says
We're
what?
just chatting. We're just chatting with the microphones. No record of this.
What, the Bible?
Yeah. What is that? That
They
book
went
say?
into the town of Bethlehem, and they couldn't get into a hotel, and so they ended up having to go into a stable.
I mean,
And
I
then
think,
a ray of light smashed down on the whole group, so blinding. And then Jesus was born. He was a little baby in a manger.
But what do you
and
mean by born? Was he a
He
C-section?
just appeared.
So what did they do with all that? Isn't there like I've
she's
never
pregnant
There
and
was
all
no
the nativity
doctors
things.
I've
there.
never witnessed a birth. I'll say that, and
Okay.
I'm not a scientist, so you know.
I've seen 2 births.
But
you know.
I know you have. But that's what I'm asking. When they're like, there's what like the placenta and other stuff that has to come out when a baby's born.
Yeah, I mean,
like
you
even a C-section, I would imagine they cut that stuff out medically.
Yeah, all of that. There has to be some medical like skill
I mean,
to it
I'm
because
not,
it
I'm
has
not
to
trying
be
to be
clean.
a stickler here. I just don't think the Bible was big on its scientific accuracy.
No, not at all. It's just she went into the manger, this dirty manger where like lambs and rams and
That's where
fucking-
barn animals are shitting.
Yeah, and then just a baby appeared in a flash of light. Ultimately, because did she really like fucking have to go fucking 3 millimeters to 10 millimeters? Did she
Honestly-
really have to have the head crown? Did she have to get a fucking shot? Did she have to do this?
Did he have the crown of thorns on at the
whatever
start?
it was? That's a harsh start.
Yeah,
to
did
life.
she crown a thorn?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird. I didn't know that part because I've never read the Bible.
That's like the Christmas story, man. What are you talking about?
I
Oh,
assume
there's
that, like,
cookies at Christmas,
I-
dude. I don't give a fuck about the Bible.
One time
What am I supposed to do?
Cookies and gifts.
Yeah, I got a go-kart one Christmas. I ain't reading the fucking Bible. I'm
So you
gassing
don't, you
up,
don't
bitch.
celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Xmas.
I celebrate Giftmas.
I celebrate Yule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a Yule household.
You'll go to hell, according to some people, for not fucking doing it the right way.
Yeah,
That's
and I'll
fine.
drop a Yule log. I don't know. I still think it's weird that he Bluetoothed in and Bluetoothed out.
You know,
I mean-
and
No, we know how he died.
Come on.
No, we know how he died.
No, I know that, but he Bluetoothed into Mary and back out of her. He's just there.
I don't know.
I guess it would be
strange.
more of a Dropbox.
Exactly.
I'll give you that one.
There
That
we go.
feels good.
It's a Dropbox.
That's a Dropbox baby. I'm just a Dropbox baby. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Is that all the questions? Moving on. All right.
it.
Let's do the spin
right.
wheel.
Oh, okay.
I can't reach it, so I'm not going to hold it for you. But
Do you
go
remember
first.
who wrote any of these?
All the ones that are stupid,
Legible.
I wrote.
And then the legible ones I wrote.
This is a simulation. Who came up with that?
Me. It's not real, and neither is that. It's not even there. You just made that up in your
Oh yeah,
mind.
no. It's actually a really cool
But
VR thing that
this-
like only you guys can see.
This goes in either
It
direction.
is real.
Give it a good hard spin, and if it lands on something dumb, we'll just spin again. That's
That
not a
was-
good
no,
hard spin.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand up.
I say that to everybody, and they still just pussyfooted around.
It's a bad angle.
Yeah. Well, we'll fix
It's a
it.
work in progress. We'll figure
There
it
you
out.
go.
There we go. Is this a simulant? No, it's the other one.
Wrestle a pro.
Wrestle a pro. What's that?
Spin it
mean?
again. I don't know. I
I-
don't remember.
what-
Let's
Yeah,
do the
what
next
does that
one. Is
mean?
this a
I
simulation?
get really high and I write stuff on this when I'm here alone. So
It makes sense as a subject.
yeah,
at
y'all
the
can't
time.
tell this. This studio is actually my home. I wash my underwear right next to where that camera is.
It
Yeah.
stinks.
You can smell
It does not stink. Shut up. You get the same thing. Good spin.
Look, can you spin it? Can
Well,
we move this
my,
forward?
My turn is let me spin. Let's see.
No. Let's just move this forward.
Your best sex move.
I
My-
like to send a little gift basket the day after, maybe an edible arrangement.
Nice.
I like to give them edibles to talk them into sex.
Morally
best move.
bankrupt.
Does it knock them out? So
Yeah.
Morally
No,
bankrupt.
my best sex move is to stop hitting on women who don't like it.
Yeah. I was going to say, it sounds like you'd lose your deal with Reebok over the first one.
Well, I only have one pair of Reeboks, and they're not that great. So, and that's Molly does a lot more. An edible,
Sure,
you're
you
just like,
know
hi.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and she knew it. I'm like, hey, you want an edible? It's not
Sure,
like
I eat these all the time. I can totally handle it. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're asking.
That's what she says. I'm
yes,
sure.
she goes.
probably.
Yes, I would like one, please. They make me horny,
Oh,
and you don't, sir.
Here, you
so
should
I'll
have
eat-
two.
Yeah. Let me get some gummy V's up in me's.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I used to make my own gummy bears, and I should start doing it again. I miss them.
I tried to make gummies, and they just came out like the texture was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, I can teach you.
They got you-
I make really good gummy
They
candies.
got you really high, but the texture was just.
I make really good gummy
weird.
candies.
I'm not arguing with you.
Let me teach you.
My best sex move is getting off of you afterwards. Thank God.
Getting off of you when you
Fuck.
can't breathe anymore.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Yeah.
thank Jesus.
And just so you know, Jason's best sex move is actually him wearing nothing but Jordans and chasing his wife around the house.
That works too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tight.
That's my most constant sex move.
Mine is to go down on you for an hour.
Eek. An hour?
Who has the time?
Fuck that.
I'm into
hour?
it.
Like,
I'm into it.
I want to eat you out.
That's
for an
my kink.
hour. No,
Well, I don't time it, but it feels like an hour. I don't know.
man, an hour.
13
Sure.
minutes.
Fuck, dude. I'm looking
Dude.
at like fucking like. I got 7 minutes to do it. So
Like,
I'm looking at like I gotta do like
See, that's just
I
how
got
you don't
lasagna
appreciate-
in the
Okay.
oven,
You don't
know?
appreciate
2 or
a
3.
woman's vachach the way I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. I'm here to please that vagina.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're here to use it. I'm here to lose it.
So does that seem like you're in love with every vagina that you're trying to fucking tongue kiss?
Temporarily.
Okay.
So much vag
Love
in this
doesn't
episode.
last forever, always.
Yeah.
So temporarily.
Sometimes it's just a consensual fuck, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you have
right.
to fucking make an
I
appointment.
didn't say I
in
do.
the
I didn't
day.
say every time I eat pussy it's an hour.
Oh, okay.
Just mostly every time.
Just almost every time. Almost.
Sometimes I only eat pussy,
That's
and then
it.
it's time for them to go to work,
Nice.
and they're like, "I gotta get out of here."
And then what do you do to take care of yourself afterwards? Jerk
No,
off?
no, I'm doing that while I'm eating them out.
Oh, okay.
Because I know there's not going to be time after.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you want me to cut you out of this episode?
Yeah,
Or-
I feel awkward now. Can
Yeah,
we
I feel great.
Can I just
I love
scoot
this,
this way?
and it's not weird at all to be in between this. I just
right.
want everyone at home to know.
We're gonna let the guest sit on the end from now on. We did that last week.
Oh, I have a great rap name.
What's your rap name?
Well, you know, I'm always hustling and I'm never tired, so you can call me Baby Shoes. Some for sale, never worn. Hemingway. It was a Hemingway joke.
Yeah, that's who's,
I was high
who's
when
Hemingway?
I thought of it. Okay.
Ernest, a man named Ernest.
And earnestly, I thought it was going to land better.
If
That
I read
was-
this on
I
the
got
internet,
that one.
if I read this on the internet, I would have posted the gif of Bart throwing away the cake that said, "At least you tried."
Yeah.
Fair. You know what? Hey,
Here's a soft.
I'm just trying to pivot off of vagina.
I know the feeling. So here's something softer: abortion or drugs? Which one would you legalize?
Abortion.
Same.
I mean, I think
It shouldn't be
decriminalization
a
is
thing we
incredibly
have
important,
to
but
legalize. I don't understand.
That's kind of puts you in a shitty predicament because the right thing to say is legalize abortion. Obviously,
yeah, no, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
medical procedure that is sometimes inherent, or I mean, incredibly important for women in various stages of life for various reasons.
it's shitty that
Not
we
my
even
body,
have to,
not my choice. I shouldn't have a say in the first place.
It's shitty that we even it's even a debatable thing, but
Yeah.
man, they're taking away like having dispensaries and weed. And
But
stuff
also,
everywhere,
there's
you
how
know?
many people in prisons because they had some marijuana and they're shacked up with rapists and murderers.
They're both incredibly important
Yeah.
issues, but I think the one that's a little bit,
more taboo
Well,
or
Yeah,
current.
I think
I
abortion.
would say more pressing.
yeah.
Also, if drugs were legal, I'd have to get a job because I'm a dealer, so
Yeah.
I
There you
would
go.
go abortion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Editing is gonna have some work to do.
Yeah, I'll change it. I won't edit this part. I'll edit the vagina
Put a
stuff
fart.
out.
Put a fart sound
You don't have to
over
edit it
that.
I
out.
will
maybe-
put a fart
I would
sound
edit
right
maybe- I would edit maybe 3 minutes of vagina out, and that gives you a good minute later on to do vagina talk.
You don't understand. I get so many messages from our fans. We haven't hit into our vagina mark yet today.
Oh,
They
okay.
want
More
vagina.
vagina.
It's-
We need more vagina.
It's
Sorry,
mostly
fans, it's not the episode.
It's mostly incels in Germany listening to us. So
Oh,
we either
yeah.
got to drop some Jews or Jays.
Oh.
So you pick.
Uh,
Exactly.
See.
I'm sorry. Anyways, you want to give it a spin? You want me to spin for you so you don't have to
Yeah,
leave?
why not? Let's do it vicariously. Here we
Okay.
go.
Hangover cures.
Pickle juice.
Pickle juice is. I think that's a preemptive strike after you've been drinking before you go to sleep.
Yeah,
but also
it's
it
a
works
good
both
before
ways.
and after.
It works both
Salt
ways.
yourself up and salt yourself after.
Do you have any cures for a hangover?
Arizona green tea and the greasiest breakfast sandwich you can find.
Yeah.
Greasy. You need some bacon, some
Yeah.
sausage,
And
something
no,
like
but
that.
you need the good protein from the eggs as well.
True,
Yeah.
that helps. Something a nice greasy sandwich. You're right.
I make a lot of breakfast
Just
sandwiches.
slock it
Breakfast
all
burrito.
together and put it on bread or put it in a burrito.
I can eat breakfast all day, every
I see, I
meal.
need
I
the
love
bread.
breakfast.
A burrito would do it for me. I like a tortilla.
Yeah, I like
I'll
a
do
bread.
some tortilla.
As long as it's not microwaved.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
it's gotta be
Yeah.
like
I don't
the
even
right
own
way.
a microwave anymore.
Well, I mean that's just
Well, okay,
reckless.
no, okay,
You have, an
legit.
air fryer.
reckless,
You have an
Kate.
air fryer at least.
I do have
right?
an air
Okay,
fryer.
good.
No, we had to pick.
Dancing with the devil.
I was fucking worried.
I have a very small apartment, and we had to pick whether to put up the air fryer that we already had or buy a microwave.
Yeah.
And so
That's
it was like, it was
understandable.
kind of one of those things where I was like, well, we can survive for a year without a microwave. That's not a big deal. And now it's going to be 2 years because we re-signed our lease.
So you don't get to warm anything up except unless you put it in the air fryer. Now is the air fryer like
I mean, I
size
have
of a
an
coffee
oven.
maker? Is it a small one or a bigger one?
It's a big one. It's a big.
Okay.
It's a big boy.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
no,
got a
it's
small
a
one.
big
I want a
egg.
big one.
I have the oven with the 3 shelves and all that in it. Yeah.
But I mean, I've warmed up sandwiches in the air fryer, and I have a microwave. Like I try to use the air fryer more than anything. I love the hot pocket in the air fryer after you warmed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's even better.
Man, fuck
I
microwaves.
ate I had a Hot Pocket for the first time in probably 10 years recently.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
In the air fryer?
No, it was in the oven.
Okay.
I had a lot of time.
The
I had a lot
fuck
of time.
do you think you are?
Even
had time.
longer.
I
Did
had
you put it on a
time.
sheet
You had,
too?
Oh my
you
God,
had
it takes like
27
45
minutes at
minutes.
350?
It took, firstly, it's 35.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I know, which is like ridiculous, but I also hadn't cleaned my air fryer in a long time, and I had the time to spare. And so, yeah, no, I took a bunch of big bites of this Hot Pocket, got in the car to go wherever I was going, dropped it in my car.
You know, with the air fryer being dirty, you can still continually use it as long as everything gets up to 165 degrees.
No, it's just got a lot of char in it. I do a lot of chicken.
It's called flavor bite.
Yeah,
Flavor
yeah.
bits.
I'm not
That's
like
called
it's like
seasoning the chicken.
Yeah, I heard that you're not actually supposed to use soap on an air fryer. It's like a cast iron pan.
Oh, I totally have, and I've sprayed cleaner inside of mine too.
Yeah.
I usually just get it hot and pour in like a half cup of water and let everything steam off.
Yeah,
Sounds
with
like my
that and lemon.
ex-girlfriend. Sorry. More pussy talk. Anyways,
I'm trying to wonder which one now.
I'm going to name this episode Too Much Pussy.
Yes, perfectly appropriate.
I have given you plenty of good episode titles.
Yeah, we got plenty of pussy takes. It's fine. But no, my air fryer is the one with the drawer that
The
you pull
coffee
out,
maker size.
like the coffee maker size. One of my exes got it for me for Christmas. I'm like, what are you trying to say, bitch? But I do
They're
use it more than I
great.
use her. So
Oh, who has the joke? It's Miles Francis has the joke that the food fryer is an air vape.
yes, yeah.
Air fryer is a food vape.
I think Michael Reed had the joke that he eats Hot Pockets that out of the oven because he's better than you or something like that. I think that's Michael Reed. I don't know. Anyways, I had my first Hot Pocket today. Actually, I had a breakfast one.
That's what I did.
Are the breakfast ones any good?
They're good, man.
Yeah.
You
They're
know what?
good.
They'd be a great hangover munch.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
one with a croissant crust,
Ooh.
and it was $1 more, but it was
Yeah.
$1 more worth it.
I
It was
just go and
good.
get the whole breakfast pizza from Walmart.
Oh,
That breakfast pizza is pretty good.
as shit.
It's
and,
really
and then
good.
I go to the salad aisle and get the bag of like real bacon bits for $1.50. Sprinkle that shit
Yeah.
all over it too, and then add some more cheese.
I've been making my own on like the wraps that I can have, but
Yeah.
I air fry it. I actually made my own. 'Cause you showed me that already seasoned turkey meat.
Mm-hmm.
I made my own Mexican pizzas with some salsa and hot sauce and cheese.
That
and
was your version of
toasted it.
having tomatoes on it.
And
was the
yeah,
salsa.
salsa. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But also the sauce. You need
Yeah.
the sauce. So I just did salsa.
Yeah.
It was fucking excellent.
I've been making salsa for the
good.
last few months, kind of like obsessively, just making a bunch of salsa, trying to get my recipe perfect, and I think I'm there.
I make a good
Bring
green
some.
sauce, like at a taqueria. The green.
Ooh,
I make an
yeah.
excellent green.
Verde?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I realized that all the money that I'm because I mean, okay, collectively, it costs about $6 in my time to make it, maybe
Yeah.
total, right? They have the exact one I want already in the aisle. Like literally, they have it
Yeah.
on the shelf now for like $1.60.
Uh,
So
See,
I'm just like, all right, well, I know how to do it. It was fun doing it. I'll just buy.
Oh,
this
see,
one now,
I
you
like
know?
making mine, but here's the embarrassing thing is that I went out of town Memorial Day weekend. We went out to a friend's ranch.
I thought Memorial Day was coming up.
No, it passed.
That's in May.
Oh.
Went jet skiing.
My May was a little off. So
But I went out to this beautiful ranch that a friend of ours, his family owns it. And we'll go spend a weekend out there sometimes. And they're such sweet people, beautiful food always. Like it's
like the food is pretty.
pretty and delicious.
It's a nice
like,
spread.
It's yeah, exactly. It's like a constant
You
spread.
give
It's
me
just
too many. All right, I'm gonna
the
stop.
most beautiful thing. And I got so excited because I was like, I'm gonna make a big thing of salsa and bring this over to them, like as a thank you. And then I made this salsa. Little did I know they were just like the most pussy serranos. So everyone takes a bite of it and they're like, oh, and I was like, it needs to be spicier. They just looked at me like I was the whitest person on earth because I was like, here, I made some salsa, and it
I'll
was
say this as-
blandish.
as
Yeah.
your-
Oh no! I roasted the serranos, and that was a mistake. Like,
I'll say this as your friend: you are the whitest person on earth.
I know.
I can almost see through you.
I know. One time, this is true. One time, my sister and I went out to have a day in the city, and I was wearing a sleeveless shirt, and my sister went, "Oh no, did you get sunburnt?" And I was just standing next to a red wall.
Yeah, it was reflecting on your skin.
This is real. This
You
is
were
real.
absorbing the paint.
Yeah.
You were like a chameleon next
Yeah.
to it. You're so white.
No, I was. Yeah, I'm a mirror.
Before we do the stories, do you have anything new for a workshop? I have one. Which one can I do? I don't have my notes on me. There's one I was thinking. Like I guess COVID was real or whatever, but you guys still see people wear masks occasionally, right? It's
I
do.
still wear a mask.
Yeah.
you do. Where do you wear masks?
I wear a mask at the grocery store, gas stations, and I was wearing them at work until I went up to work from home.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just not willing to get sick.
And that's fine. Like I don't have a problem with people wearing masks, but for me, masks are like condoms. Like I'll wear one if someone tells me to, but other than that, my rule is not to put one on until someone makes me.
Yeah.
I just, honestly, I want to communicate to cashiers that, like, I don't want to be a vector of transmission for you. Like, if I see everybody, all of the employees at a place are wearing masks, or at least most of them are, I put mine on.
If I walk into like a store and I see everyone's wearing a mask, I'm like, huh, and then I go about my business.
Yeah,
I honestly, I just want to communicate to retail. I worked retail for a long time, and I just always want to communicate to retail workers, like, I'm on your side.
I don't even own a mask. I'd have to be given one.
I've got boxes of masks, but also some fraternity keeps dropping a box of masks on my front door like once a month.
Community thing.
And also, if you take an Uber, some Uber drivers make you wear
require
it.
you. Yeah.
You should wear one in an Uber.
I don't put up a fight with a mask or a condom. If anyone mentions it, I'm like, well, I guess I better put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unfortunate
but if I'm told to put a condom on, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have sex.
The unfortunate thing,
done.
though, is that the mask wearer is the only person that. So by wearing a mask, it doesn't protect you from all the other people. It protects everyone from you. Like, that was the whole
and
theory.
even though
with
my
the mask.
exposure levels are really low these days because I
Yeah.
basically am just in my apartment with my dog, I'd still, I don't want to stress out like retail workers if a surge is going to happen, Like, I would rather just communicate like, hey, I feel it. If a retail worker's wearing a mask, I put a mask on when I walk in the store.
It's respectful. I understand. Yeah.
Both of y'all have had COVID. As far as I know, I've never had COVID. I feel like I should have because
No, I had it and it was rough.
I was a little reckless.
Well, yeah, you were actually like out and about, fucking face to face with people a whole lot more through all these last couple of years.
I mean,
than I
when
was.
things were open, when everything was shut down, I was like everybody. I was at home.
Yeah.
I was just doing this podcast with you.
I saw you smoking after
That's-
people.
You. And you got COVID and I didn't. So,
And other people.
no.
It was a little recklessy.
No, I was giving out every other person's joints. I
Oh,
was
you know
giving
what?
out
I
free
take
joints.
that back. Yeah, I remember you did that.
I
It was
even,
like at
I
its
even
height.
had
You did.
designated bowls that I would
Yeah.
soak in alcohol.
I remember
for friends
that.
to come over. and
He's right. I
you
remember
get a clean
that.
bowl.
I remember.
I
Back
was-
in episode 9 or
I'm not
18 or
that
wherever I am.
reckless, but I still like Oklahoma opened even faster than we did here in Texas. So I went up there and started doing shows. You and I went up there and did some
Yeah.
shows. And
We should go back.
yeah, I'd like to. I'm just now getting to where I can travel again. So
Yeah, good. Let's do
I did
it.
last weekend. I spent like 10 hours in the car. I drove to Tyler and back Friday for a show, and then Waco and back Saturday.
My schedule's so open. I'm just ready to get back out there.
I canceled everything, so I literally have like one show booked right now for next month, but I'm working on booking more shit. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, anyways, you want to move on? You ready to do some crime?
Didn't you have anything to tag else? No? Didn't we have something else? Did I miss that whole part?
Yeah, I went. You were here.
Oh, okay.
You were
I didn't
here.
feel like I was. Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like you were now either. So, but let's move on because now it's time for some crime stories.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
I love crime. Arson's my favorite.
Nice. I like.
Spotlight on this one if the FBI is listening.
Okay.
I like to point laser pointers at planes.
Nice.
Is that a crime?
They arrested Clark Gable's grandson for it.
Huh.
I remember
Yeah.
one time in a storm, there was a helicopter flying over, and there was no power in the neighborhood, and I had a flashlight, and I flashed it like 3 times at a helicopter over us. And then the helicopter came down real low above us. They're like, "Do you need assistance?"
Well, yeah, you signaled the helicopter.
You SOS them,
Yeah,
pal.
I guess so. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I did it like 3 times. 1, 2, 3.
That's S.
Yeah.
That's S in Morse code.
So
I should learn.
I
Morse
learned
code.
not to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know SOS, and then I used to know piss.
See, SOS to me was that
Okay.
shit on a
It's fun.
shank.
It's fun.
Do what?
Shit on a shank. Something that some old grandmas used to make and shit with like fucking
I've never-
brown
no.
beef and gravy on toaster bread.
The only thing I've heard
Good
shit
ass
on a
shit.
shank
chipped
was something
beef?
Chipped beef.
that's something they say in prison.
Could be
Yeah,
that too.
that's
Yeah,
where
shit
would-
on a shank.
Yeah.
You
I've
gonna
had
shit
it
on
a
my
couple of
shank,
different
boy.
ways.
That's what they say.
No,
Was
that's
your,
gross.
was
That
your
sounds like
grandmother
butt
Eileen
sex.
Wernos?
Yeah, it is. It's prison, and they're like,
Maybe
they'll
my
ask
grandma
you-
had been to prison and she knew what was up with that shit, man. Because she also made the corn nut menudo, also as well.
She's been in prison. Yeah, she made pizza out of ramen. Yeah, no, I've had cousins and stuff in jail, and they said that some of like the racist white dudes would like corner them and be like, shit or blood on my shank, and they're
Yeah.
like, what? And he's like, basically,
That's gross.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bang you or stab you. Which
What
one
about
do you
that
want?
mover for that
He's-
company we work for that said that he made shanks out of
Oh.
semen and newspaper?
Oh yeah,
How would you make a shank, do you think, if you were in prison?
Oh.
I would find like
I
something
assume in
probably probably and rub it against the brick wall and
I
try
was
to
like
make it sharp.
toothbrush. I just rub it at an angle and the other angle just to make it sharp enough.
But that's not creative enough. What else? Can
It
you
was
do?
like, I don't need creative.
I mean, I'm
need
saying
stabby.
semen and newspaper is pretty.
I mean, I do that one
creative,
now
dude.
too.
I
Since
mean,
that
you
guy
have
taught
pretty
us
cheap
that.
silverware in prison, so I assume you could probably get a fork tying off without anybody noticing.
No, it's plastic. They don't give you.
Oh,
They ain't
they
giving
do
you
plastic?
metal.
I think
Okay.
you can still puncture someone with a sharp enough piece of plastic and bust
yeah,
it
the
off.
end part of a fork.
Yeah.
You know, sharpen that down like that guy who got the Wendy's spoon stuck in his lung a few years ago.
Slow down on the chili, pal.
That was literally it. That
Yeah,
was literally it.
I know because I've seen Jason choke on a Wendy's
You
spoon
could see the Wendy's logo in his lung. It was dope.
from the spoon.
From the spoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Thomas would have been proud. He would have paid me money for that shit. Let's get that on TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, back to crime stories.
Pull another beer out there.
Yeah.
We got a man in prison for stealing syrup. This has already been an ongoing story. Did you hear this a while ago?
No.
Well, there was a man put in prison for stealing syrup. Literally, something like so stupid and minor. I think they said the charge was like $1.80 or some shit like that. He's now told he has to pay millions after an investigation and everything that's been gone through in court.
Now, was
on
it
this.
syrup or was it
was,
scissor?
was it syrup after
Some
out of a
scissor?
Yeah.
Sounds more appropriate for that price tag.
Was
huh?
it
Yeah.
like out the tree
Well,
or just like shoplifting?
it is in Canada, so
It's like stealing communion wafers.
the nation's high court, I guess that's what they call it, the high court. They ruled that a major player in a scheme to steal, a massive amount of maple syrup. So this was a different story. I remember hearing a story about a guy that actually like stole something that was like $1.88, and he was like on trial to potentially serve 20 years.
There's no way
or
that they
having
would
to
do
pay.
that in Canada.
Hey,
So-
$1.88. That's a Walmart rollback price.
So this one is actually a major player situation. A scheme to steal a massive amount of maple syrup. He has to pay $7.2 million in fines. His name
Sounds like you got your stories mixed, and you thought you were
yeah, a
reading the
little
other
bit
one.
at first.
Yeah, you thought you were gonna do a fun like
it's okay.
callback.
I thought we were doing this Thursday.
All right,
so
we'll do
it's
we'll
okay.
do this as a heist, like a heist movie.
The player is Richard Valeris. So Dick Valeris. I mean, that's an alright name.
It sounds like a
Dickie V. Hey,
STD.
Dickie V.
Dick. I got Dick Valeris. That
Okay.
sounds like
That sounds like the
VD.
worst dinosaur.
Dick
He's-
Valeris.
Yeah, Dick Valeris.
Yeah. All its pegs are like dildos. I don't-
Yes.
He's currently serving an 8-year prison sentence for his role in a $14.4 million heist that saw 3,300 tons of syrup go missing. This was between 2011 and 2012 when the crime took place. He and his teams targeted a Quebec warehouse that stockpiles an
In
emergency
Quebec?
reserve. In Quebec?
And Quebec.
In Quebec?
Oh,
Quebec.
okay.
Quebec? Quebec? Is it quoi?
Quoi, quoi.
Quoi? Okay.
Sacre bleu.
Did you even know that there was a such thing as an emergency reserve for syrup?
No.
That's hilarious.
That's a thing. There actually is
That's
an
so
emergency
How
Canada.
are we the
reserve.
fattest country?
It's Canada, dude.
How are
They're
we the
holding it for us,
fattest?
though. They're doing it for us.
That's what they. If they go broke, they'll fucking release that and sell that in our grocery stores.
They're like, when the shit hits the fan, we
The
have
Americans will buy our
our
syrup.
syrup.
The maple syrup, s'il vous plaît, monsieur. Sacre bleu.
The thieves then sold the syrup throughout Canada and the U.S., so they're making money off
Were
it.
So
there
what,
fence?
like those like roadside stands where
It
they have like
might
watermelon
be.
and bonsai tree and then
Yeah,
like
and
illegal
like a cheap little
syrup.
container. Yo, we made our own syrup here. Here you
And
go.
one of the guys even sets up one of those little fucking half tents where they're selling the blankets that have like Dale Earnhart Jr. on
Oh,
it. and
yeah.
shit.
Oh man, I
of
love
course.
those.
Well, it's open market, man. I mean, they're trying to make
Do
a
you
buck.
like the Eagles?
I love a flea market.
They even have the dancing flower when it hears music and shit. You know, it's like literally anything.
The Big Billy Bass Mouth or whatever it's
What
called.
was the song that sang?
Take me to the river.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember that
Put me
from
in the
Sopranos.
water. Actually, you know that guy got more royalties off of the fish than he did off of the song.
Yeah, he made more money from the fish than
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
The guy originally that sang the song
Yep.
from the song? That's crazy.
Yeah, no, Motown contracts were bad.
Yeah, they were bad back in the day.
Yep.
Wasn't it all mafia ran and shit and all kind of...
Mafias and Jews.
Got it. Okay.
Not saying anything bad
Half
about
of them
Jews.
are still in the business.
Just didn't have time to say Jewish people.
So he's found guilty in 2016 of theft, fraud, trafficking. He admitted at his trial to having sold $8 million worth of syrup himself.
You all right over there?
Did you get that? You got me.
What's that percentage? $800,000 was his profit on this $8 million sale.
10%.
That's 1/10.
That's 10,
It's
right?
10%.
10%. Okay.
Yeah, it's 10%, pal.
Yep. And so the court of
Crocketeers.
Quebec, he filed an appeal that was originally ruled that he should be fined, knocking the number down from a much higher one. But a unanimous ruling on this day that they did this, they overturned that appeal, and instead they said the Valerius should fork over the value of the entire amount he sold, not just the amount he profited.
Well, that's kind. I see where they're coming from, and like also fuck the law, fuck 'em. But like it's like okay, you go to a like they say you go somewhere and they fuck up your order, right? Your food, and you can't go back because you don't have time, and you call them and they're like, we'll replace the burger, and say you had a combo. And it's like, well, yeah, you're fixing your mistake, but what about my compensation for my time?
My experience. You fucked up my meal. So now when I come in next time, I still got to spend $4.30 to get the fries and the drink.
I got into a cursing match with a lady at Burger King because of that reason.
Figures it'd be Burger King.
And
I just
she
eat
replaced
it.
the combo, and she kept trying to. She's like, "No, you got to pay for the drink." I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! I ain't paying. Y'all made me come back up here."
Yeah.
Like, no, y'all the ones that fucked up,
spent
not me.
gas on this shit.
And she reached back out and took it out of my hands in my car.
Oh, shit.
And so I like purposely spilled it on her. But
Good.
and normally I wouldn't do that because I work fast food. But fuck her.
sorry.
Honestly,
I squeezed it so the lid popped off, and then
Oh, nice.
she's like, "You motherfucker!" And I was like, "I'm a stinker."
Every time I've
stinker.
ever, I don't think I've ever complained if I had an order wrong.
You make me sick.
I just eat it.
Yeah,
I
but
just,
what I'm saying is they-
I just eat it and I tip.
If he just pays back what he got from it, the 800,000, he's not learning. They're saying he's not learning a lesson. Like he's not compensating. Like he's not atoning for his
There's
crime.
no punitive damages. It's just the amount that he stole.
That's the word I didn't know.
Let's get back to
I wasn't
this.
trying to think of it because I didn't know.
Let's
it.
get back to this emergency reserve of syrup, though, for
Yeah.
a moment. Okay.
Do you think it's a big vat or do you think it's underground?
I hope it's in a big, humongous pot, bigger than a house, that's shaped like a maple leaf.
I don't think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
either, to be honest with you. I think it's stored in a ton of barrels, is what I think it's actually stored in.
Oh, they call them barrels.
That's what I think it is.
Sacre bleu.
Each barrel would weigh 600 pounds if filled with syrup. I mean, curious how they did this? It has the whole breakdown of how they did
I
the
am
crime.
curious how they got
Okay.
these big old things of syrup.
So here's the scheme. It involved the thieves replacing the syrup in barrels in the warehouse in Quebec. Okay,
They did a Breaking Bad type scheme.
they did.
Oh, yeah.
So the barrels would have weighed 600 pounds
syrup.
filled with syrup, but they ended up, of course, only weighing. It weighed less. So a full barrel of syrup weighs 600 pounds. A full barrel of water
I would say they probably did
only
water.
weighs about 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So
That's scissor heavy, dog.
this theft was big enough to put a dent. This is on record. Like put a dent in the global supply of maple syrup.
How? Because they sold it, so the people still had syrup.
Yeah, people still got their
Yeah.
syrup.
They're just fucking Canadians crying about syrup. Like,
I
hey,
know.
you know we got homeless
That's the
people.
only thing we got.
Well, they got health care.
How long
They're
can you
beating us
keep
there
maple
too.
syrup like
They're
before it
beating-
goes bad?
They're beating us on syrup and health care. You know what? Being Canadian sounds pretty sweet. I should stop talking shit.
Maybe you should. Free,
Yeah.
like it's legalized weed.
I would
This
love to be
emergency
Canadian.
stockpile of syrup.
I like it cold. I would like to
Healthcare.
be Canadian.
What?
Yeah.
I don't like the summers, you know?
You don't like it cold, or
Oh,
you
I
do?
want it cold. I want it cold all the
I like
time.
cold.
I like hoodie weather. I
Yeah.
don't need it to be freezing fucking cold.
I want it to be freezing. I
but
want to
just
be able
cold
to store
enough to
my
wear a
food
hoodie and I
outside.
don't sweat like a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the summer. This one's bad.
Well, here this is
I've been in here, so I don't know.
this is
I'm not going
resulting
I have to
now.
walk my dog.
Dickie V now has 10 years to come up with the cash to pay the fine, $8 million,
So he's not in prison?
or he has to pay it while he's in prison, or he will have 10 more. He'll have 6 more years tacked onto his sentence.
Wah.
I guess that's the kind of deals that Canada's running now. They'll be like, you have to pay the fine even while you're in jail, and if you don't pay it by the time this X amount of years happens, we'll add some more time on your prison
Well, I
sentence.
mean, this sounds
How
like
are you
this
gonna
sounds
pay
like
it?
we were thinking about like a guy selling syrup out of his garage. But I mean, if you're looking at this amount, he possibly has some assets.
I bet he squeals on some of his partners to get out of it.
If you can't be tried for the same crime twice, can you just turn around and now start selling the syrup you have stockpiled on your own?
That is not how double jeopardy works.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
But you can if you don't get caught.
Yeah. You can communicate with your friend,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Pal. Yeah. Ching. Actually, let me do one for a fart noise.
There you go. Stank.
You're getting a double fart. Yeah.
I wanted to be part of it.
I think we'll call this one sipping on some scissor.
That was good too.
Yeah. But do we spell it syrup or do we write scissor?
I gave you several great vag puns earlier, so
I'll go back through unless you remember them to tell me now.
no.
You helped contribute. I don't know about gave. Helped. No.
Yeah.
It was a teamwork effort here. First off, okay.
I can still always just name it. That's too much pussy.
Yeah, that might be the safe bet.
No, yeah, that's the safe bet. I mean, 68% of our audience is males, and most of them are in Germany. So,
Are you sure they're
I feel
not just
like they
using a
play-
VPN?
Do what?
Do you know that it's not just people with a VPN, or is
You
it
think
just
anybody's gonna go through that trouble to listen to this podcast?
Well, I mean, I have
feel
one
like they
on all
just
the
play us in
time.
the background of orgies or something.
You think? Okay, no, I need to unpack that. You think that the you twos
Use guys.
Use twos.
guys'
Yeah.
you think that use guys' voices are just such an erotic force that they're being played in the background of German orgies?
I never said that at all.
I listened to our podcast on the back of me participating in orgies, so I don't see why someone else could.
I didn't say that. See,
I was
I
in an
think
orgy one time. There was no soundtrack, and I got voted off the island.
Oh, yeah.
you got to have something playing at an orgy. You can't just hear the.
Yeah, no, I know. And then like I was like, so
sloshing.
I just kind of like I slowly just kind of like rolled out and then just got everybody water.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna leave. They're like, oh, the only vagina left.
they should have already been wet.
Let's all fuck each other.
No, I just stay hydrated, everybody.
What? Real quick, let's go around the room. What does the orgy sound like without the music? Oh yeah, that's good. Hey, that's real good. Hey, Mike, is there any shrimp left over there? That's it. That's
can't
all
do that one very well.
I can't anymore.
It might have got picked up on the microphone though.
Well, whatever.
We'll find out.
We'll double it up.
Okay.
All right. I guess that's it. I can't see the time, but I'm fat and I don't want to lean forward and look even fatter on camera. What does it
I'll
say?
look fat. Oh, we're at 58:58.
Fucking A.
All right.
Can I plug my show?
1 hour on the spot.
I was getting there, you fucking jerk.
I was
but
excited.
whatever.
I just love the show.
Do us a favor. Tell people where they can find you, find your stuff, what shows you got coming up.
I'm on all social media, including Venmo and Cash App at Great Kate House. It's like my name, but kind of scribbled up. I also have a fantastic show I do it the first Saturday of every month at Dallas Comedy Club. It's called Great House Playhouse.
Come to the one in September. I'm on it.
The one in September he's on, but we also have a fantastic one this Saturday, or next Saturday, depending on when this comes out, July 2nd. We're going to have two comedians compete for the title of Most American Comedian in Dallas. We have a Elvis impersonator. We have, Jokey-okey.
Okay.
Kind of a karaoke fun thing.
jokey-okey?
We have some really weird sketches, and it's just going to be an absolutely delightful evening.
Sounds fun.
It is fun. It's my favorite show.
I'm doing something.
I love
else.
it so much. It's like my baby.
Jason doesn't go to shows. He doesn't even go to my shows. So
I
it's
know.
fine.
However, that actually sounds fun to go to.
I directed it all at the audience because I didn't figure either of you would come.
Yeah. No. I mean, if I can have a spot, I'll be there. But you know how it is as a comic. Like I don't
I go
just.
to people's shows all the time.
I like go on a date with a girl and she's like, "Oh, let's go to a comedy show." They think because I'm a comedian, I want to go watch a comedy show.
I go to people's shows all the time. I went to
Yeah.
a great one. Danny B was headlining at the Foundation Room. Beautiful show.
I love that room.
I know, it's so cute in there.
I was scheduled to headline there, and then COVID happened, and it got
Bullshit.
canceled. But if they're booking again, I am going to call them and be like, "Hey,
What's up with it?
so did you plug your social media? You got everything out there? All right. Do us a
Great
favor.
Kate House.
Start the music, and by that, just point anywhere in the room. Boop. All right, we'll do it in post. So you can find me. Check my Instagram at Mikey B the Comic. We'll be adding some shows, and I'll have some free tickets for you to come to some of these shows. Also, same on TikTok at Mikey B the Comic. I don't really tweet, but it's at Middle Age Goofball. So I mean, whatever. Follow it. I've tweeted like 5 things in the last 8 years. Same with the podcast. You know how to find us. You should know how to fucking find us by now. But
You're
search the
literally
name.
already there.
Yeah,
So.
you're right here. If you got this far through an episode and you can't find us, you might be a little fucking stupid.
Cool to follow
Just
us on
saying.
cool to follow us on social media, but as long as you have it on Spotify or Apple or fucking something.
Yeah, and hey, just so you know, if I just offended you because you are stupid, it's okay to be stupid. I'm dumb as fuck.
Can we wrap this up for these dum-dums? Because I gotta pee.
Yeah. When I'm
1
ready.
hour is normally
It's my show.
most people's bladder goes an hour.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I pee constantly.
We're like literally we're almost there, and we're taking longer because of you.
I've had to pee since 2 this afternoon, and I still haven't.
I've had to pee since 1979. Okay, so
That's impossible.
no, but seriously, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notification, do all the stuff you do for the other shit you like. Pretend this is fucking, I don't know, whatever comedian that's actually successful that you like. Do that stuff for me, pal. All right, because I'm the one that can actually use it, and I'm the one that can actually see you. I see you, leopard.
Sometimes there's bits of gold that drop out of this here fucking golden goose.
Yeah, and sometimes there's a little piece of bronze, but that's okay. Suck on that too,
Third
pal.
place is okay.
But yeah, at the Open Mic Podcast, MIKE, like you fucking don't know. The Twitter is
Open Mic 5000.
and there it is. We're out of here for this week, so bye.
Bye.